All right, Guru Nation, here's the thing I've received so many questions these last few days, career related questions. There's honestly it's too many to read. I'm going to read just the latest one I got, which was just now. Hey Dan, is it possible to become a CRA with no experience? I recently graduated with a master's in health administration and experience in pharmacy industry for 11 years. Started with 5 years as pharmacy tech and currently as a lead pharmacy tech for 6 years. What's your advice to how I go about doing this? And a lot of the questions I get are similar, right? And I'm just going to go on a bit of a not a rant because I'm not angry. Well, I'm angry at one point, and I'll tell you where. But I'm not angry right now. Don't worry, Guru Nation. It's all good. My blood pressure. I just took my blood pressure. All right, it's normal. It's 130 over 68. That's good. Um, so to answer this person's questions, no. CRA, like you're lucky if you're an RN with no experience. You might be able to become a CRA if you're an RN or a nurse practitioner with no research experience. Even then, they would prefer something like my CRA Academy. In my CRA Academy, we have lots of RNs in there. Every quarter, we have 15 to 20 students. Usually, one third of them are RNs. Another third are like foreign medical graduates or different people with different scientific backgrounds. But there's also people without any scientific background, like this person who's asking. So the answer is no. You can't be a CRA. You're most like I'm not going to say can't. It's very unlikely that you're going to be a CRA with that background without any research experience. So the CRA Academy would help. Why? Because we have real internship experience. We have a real breast cancer study. You can go on clinicaltrials.gov. You can search other terms, DSCS, CRO, or just DSCS, and you'll see the breast cancer study that we have for our interns and for myself and Chris and the rest of our team. We're in charge of monitoring that study. It's a breast cancer study. It's an investigator-initiated trial, but it's a real breast cancer study. So that leads me to my next point where I'm gonna get a little angry. There's a lot of courses out there. I'm not gonna name names. There's a lot of courses out there that promise the world, right? Some of them charge a lot. Some of them charge a little bit. Some of them are reputable. Some of them are not reputable. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if I'm a student or if I'm somebody looking to get into the industry, what do I want to see? How do I get real experience? Hands on. Hands on. We do it virtual remote monitoring. All of our interns remote monitor this breast cancer study for as long as they want. Most do it for 3 months, but they can do it as long as they want. If I'm somebody looking to take one of these courses, first thing I'm asking is, I don't care about the information, guys. The information I can get for free from Dan's videos. And if I want to pay $3.99 on Kindle, I could get Dan's book. But really, I can just watch Dan's videos. There's like 3,000 hours of videos, if not more, for free. Information in 2022, information is a commodity. Information is free. The value is the access you get to real hands-on, real industry experience. I don't know of any other place other than my CRA Academy. Besides the CROs, there are big CROs that do their own academies, but they only invite RNs, foreign doctors, pharmacists, people with science backgrounds. We invite anybody with a medical degree, we invite anybody with a bachelor's degree. We do have a lot of people with advanced medical degrees in the CRA Academy. We also have the CRC Academy for site level people, and we have an internship program there too. So if I'm somebody looking to get into the industry and I'm looking at a course, that's the first thing I'm asking. And I don't know others that have this other than, like I said, the big CROs. Now, I had a question today from somebody who said, hey, I've worked in the lab. I've done bench research. I want to be a CRA. And eventually, I saw your interview with Christina. I want to be a medical writer. Can I do that? The answer is yes, you can do that. You can do a lot. Somebody else asked, can I go from CRA to data manager? The answer is yes. People always ask, can I go from CRC? Do I have enough experience to go from CRC to CRA? The answer is yes. Guys and gals, the answer to can you do something is yes, right? Now, the devil's always in the details. And I would ask yourself, how are you going to get there? What's a realistic, based on your education, your background, and your work experience, what's a realistic pathway to get there? Everybody's going to take a different pathway, and where there is for you to decide, because I don't even know where my there is. And I've been in this industry since 2005 full time and part time since 2000. Since I just got out of high school, I was in this industry. So I still don't know where I'm going to end up. I think it's going to be somewhere in the biotech space because I've got some ambitions. I've been doing a lot site level, some CRO level stuff, a lot of auditing stuff. I'm doing the biotech stock. I'm interviewing CEOs and execs. So I'd like to get in that space eventually, but I honestly don't know where my there is going to take me. The site network's doing really good. The academies are doing really good. My sites, I have a brand new site here. So for at least the next 5 years, I just got to be focused on my site and the other businesses I have. But to me, I do have this, like, my roadmap, and it's always changing. It's always evolving. And so can yours. You don't have to commit to a certain career pathway and then feel like that's what you have to do. You can change it. Matter of fact, you should change as the market dynamics in our industry change. Maybe decentralized trials is going to make you want to go do something in the DCT space. Or maybe it's ECOA. Or maybe it's something digital. Or maybe it's something in the metaverse. Or maybe you're going to create something in the metaverse. Or maybe you just want to work for one of those. Who knows, guys? But at the end of the day, if you're trying to get into the industry, and this video is really for those trying to break in, it's unrealistic to be a CRA with no research experience and no clinical experience. I know you're a pharmacist, but you're not an actual pharmacist. You're a pharmacist tech. You're not going to be a CRA with that background right away with no research experience. You get some research experience on your resume, like some meaning 6 months. Now you have a chance to be a CRA. You can at least position yourself to be an in-house CRA, a remote site monitor, a trial master file specialist, a study startup specialist, a clinical project associate. The list goes on. Just go on Indeed.com and look up clinical research, right? So I get this question so many times a day, and I'm not upset because I'll keep making these videos. But at the end of the day, guys, think realistically about what you're trying to achieve, and understand that there are different pathways to get there, and understand that just because you think you want something doesn't mean that that's what you're actually going to end up doing, and that might not actually be a bad thing. You may take a circuitous path to get to a job destination, realize that that job destination is not for you, but then backtrack your way because taking a circuitous path is what is it? It's becoming a generalist. It's adding more skills to your repertoire. So that's some of the stuff I wanted to bring up. Again, courses are great. I own courses. We're going to start more courses, but you're not paying for the information. You're paying for the access to experience real world studies. That's what you're paying for. Another question I got the other day was from somebody who just got hired. This is a perfect example. Somebody with a background in healthcare, in clinical healthcare, like a nurse. I think she was an RN. She got hired by a CRO because she knew somebody at the CRO. They believed in her. Boom, she got the job. They gave her these forms to fill out. And it's basic things like primary endpoint, secondary endpoint, study title, treatment arms. So this person didn't know how to fill this out. And that's something very basic in research. You don't even think about it. We all know when we've seen a few protocols, we know what treatment arms are. We know what primary objectives are, secondary objectives. We know what the endpoints are. If you're familiar with specific therapeutic indications, you're going to know what the gold standard is for to measure or to quantify that therapeutic indication. This is how you develop your skill set, is by learning this stuff. But it just showed me, like, being removed and looking at this person's assignment for their work, it showed me that, look, this stuff is not easy, right? Even though for us working in the industry, it's not complicated. But when you're learning it, even when you come from a healthcare clinical background, it's not common sense. So I sent this person to clinicaltrials.gov. I highly recommend anybody trying to break into the industry, just go to clinicaltrials.gov, search for any therapeutic condition that you're interested in, or search for any company that you're interested in. Usually therapeutic indication is easier for people to search for because most people have at least some sort of a passion for at least one medical condition, if it's their own or somebody in their family or a loved one. Go search clinicaltrials.gov for your therapeutic indication that you are passionate about, and just start looking at the study. Click on the links, look at the study. How was the study designed? What was the comparator drug? Was it placebo? What phase was it? How many sites did they need? How many patients did they need? You can also look, some of these studies, if you notice on clinicaltrials.gov, they'll say studies with results. Every now and then, click on one of those. Remember, focus on one therapeutic indication at a time. Click on one of those with study results and just read the study results. Just read it. Everything's going to make more sense when you understand why they're doing the study. And this video can even relate to people trying to start their own clinics. Whenever a new site owner asks me, "Hey, we have a lot of patients, but my PI is not very experienced," and I always tell them, think about what the sponsor wants. Who pays for the study? Who pays for your paycheck as an employee, or who pays you as a site for doing studies? The sponsor. What do they want? They want data from their studies. Clinicaltrials.gov is going to show you the studies that they do. If you look at the study results, it's going to show you the end result of what they want. That's what the sponsors want. So if you're a job seeker, you need to understand that process and understand that it's really not about you. It's about the greater industry as a whole. At the end of the day, it's about the patient. And really, at the end of the day, it's about us who take the medication. It makes it a little bit easier to start educating yourself. So I don't know if this is a rant. I don't know what you would call this video, but I'm going to keep making them. I'm not stopping, Guru Nation, but I just wanted to give some actionable advice for people out there looking to break into the industry. Hopefully a little bit of motivation, and hopefully, guys, just a little bit of like common sense when looking at courses. I know I'm biased. I have my own courses. I get it. But just look for yourself. Are they offering internship or not? Is it real world internship or not? That's it. Bottom line. Information is free. Access to the real world, that's what you're paying for. CRA Academy starts its next class in 2 weeks. Link below. But we always have a new class every quarter. Talk to you soon, Guru Nation. Good luck. Bye-bye.